Hi everyone. Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everyone is having good luck in their field placements. Time is dwindling down, guys, and I'm really excited. Even though I've been learning a lot this week, I am going to talk to you guys about just processing of other people's issues. For me, being a professional in this field, sometimes I have a tendency of overworking or not knowing how to stop working, if that makes sense, let alone I sometimes carry the residual feelings of consumers depending on situations. Um, just like today, I did a group session with a young woman, age 18, good girl, good grades, and she attempted suicide yesterday. Um, Getting to the background of the story, started asking her why she attempted suicide. She indicated that a boyfriend of hers was draining the life out of her. He's 20. He was abusive. He stalks her, harassment. She doesn't want to take legal actions because she feels like it's a sign of weakness because she feels like she can't protect herself. And yesterday, she identified that she wanted to harm herself by jumping in front of a Mack truck to a friend on the phone, and then she stated that she was going to slit her wrist. Well, her friend actually called the police, and they went and did a wellness check, and she answered the door with cuts on her wrist. Not deep enough to, harm herself, but there were cuts, and she was ECO under badge for the cops. And she began to talk to me, and I felt, I don't want to say sympathy. I don't want to say empathy, but I just felt for her because I felt like, she's really young and she shouldn't be having these suicidal thoughts due to a spouse who, was abusive and didn't control over her. And with the session today, just kind of going over self esteem and self care, she just kind of broke down and was just stating how sorry she felt for herself because she felt like this negative relationship was draining her. And when she stated that, I felt not really an out of body experience, but I kind of felt like, wow, how can I help this young lady without being too intrusive or without being, too privy into her life? But I just felt like I had to do everything that I had to do. So, of course, with the counseling, just giving her suggestions and things, just kind of being more of the active listener, but again, my mind was just going like, I don't want this young lady to leave because I don't want her to get hurt due to him popping up wherever she is, no matter where she is. And her mom was in the session with us, and she stated that, the boyfriend tried to run her off the road, or, has been making verbal threats towards her. So again, it made my mind race. Like, how can I help these two women that's in front of me that feels kind of helpless in this situation? And when I got home today, they kind of just consumed my thoughts. Like, I was kind of worried about them. Like, they were a family member, or like, somebody that has some significance in my life. And sometimes I do feel like I have a hard time with, letting go, because with the sessions that I hold, they're only 3 sessions, and then they do long-term mental health outpatient therapy. So I'm still just trying to wrap my head around it, and I'm still trying to figure out the question of what is enough? When is enough? How to be able to differentiate between my professional feelings and my personal feelings. And sometimes I do feel like when I get too deeply involved within a situation, it's because it has somehow, some way impacted my life. Specifically with want to be a social worker. Growing up, I was the trouble kid sometimes, not having that role model, and, had to fight for a lot of the things that I had. So I completely understand, and sometimes I feel like I am allowing my old life to step into these present situations, and sometimes I feel like it can cloud my judgment professionally. But that is something I've been talking to my field supervisor about, and she just indicated that I'm very compassionate. So I'm just trying to figure out, guys, like, how do you know when to cut your mind off from working? Looking for feedback. Thank you.